Alright, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites coming in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, which is spiritually Saddam and Egypt in the scriptures. So, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakah Kodash, and double honor to the apostles and the others at GMS and the Akin, pushing this word of truth and in sincerity. So, a lot of stuff happening. We see what's going on in the world. We see the Lord sending these plagues. So we're supposed to be speaking about these things. We're in a time to speak. It's not time to keep the mouth shut. It's time to proclaim what the Lord is bringing upon the earth. It was proclaiming the glory, all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, what he's bringing upon the earth.
So, Ecclesiastes, I'm going to start at the top. Verse 3, chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
Yeah, to everything there's a season. There's a time to be born, a time to die. So the Most High is about perfect balance. He's the perfect entity, the perfect God, the perfection, balance to everything.
Yeah, that's why he's called the Most High, because there's nobody higher in wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and power. Okay, there's a scripture I was reading last night, man. It was dope. It was like, now are you worthy to be praised and honored and worshipped, for thou hast created all things. Yahweh. And then his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, he took up that cross, he took up that covenant, went up on the cross, did all things. So the Lord gave him all power in heaven and on earth. So he's doing all the majesty of the Heavenly Father with that power. Okay? So that's why you're supposed to worship Yahweh Shai. Or you're supposed to worship, you can only worship Yahweh through Yahweh Shai. This is verse 3. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get, and a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to cast away.
Yeah, and we're seeing the time to lose. Esau's going to lose. Everything is being brought down this country to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So the Lord, we're seeing it spiritually because we got the eyesight. We could see this devil's kingdom being cast down, and he's losing.
Yes, it's a time to lose. Okay, it's a time to get and a time to lose. And right now, we're in the time of losing, losing this world, losing our life. Okay, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's sake. Now knowing that doesn't mean that you always are in a pissed off mood. You're always ready to fight somebody or kill somebody. That's not the spirit, man. Because in Revelation it says, "Rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." Right now is our time to rejoice in the prophecies, right? To be more at peace, knowing that the end is nigh. We should be in a higher spirit. Okay, happier, knowing that it's close. These people are already going to get judged. We don't even need to think about it.
Yeah. If you have wisdom, you move with wisdom and understanding. How can you be angry all the time knowing that the Lord's going to judge the earth? And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai gave you the spirit of righteousness and gave the world a reprobate spirit of wickedness and perverseness. So what do you got to be worried about? Because at the end of the day, anybody that comes against you is going to be judged. You're going to be judged. All right? So you should be worrying about yourself, because the Lord is worrying about everything else. You can't. The only thing you can do is react accordingly, right? So if you get into, let's say you're driving down the street and somebody rams you off the road, you get into a car accident. It's clearly this guy's fault. He comes berating you and acting all crazy. You don't got nothing to worry about. What do you need to get in that same spirit with this guy for in the first place? Because you know that this guy's going to be judged. All right, you know that the Lord controls everything. If Yahweh Shemi outside didn't want you to get into the car crash, you would have never gotten the car crash. And so all these things are spiritual. It's just the Lord seeing if you have the wisdom to not answer this guy according to his folly. Because it tells you in the scriptures, if you answer somebody according to their folly, then you become like him. All right, so now it's not just one guy acting like a stupid fool. Now you both acting like stupid.
That's why they say in the world, don't stoop down to his level.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what that is. You're supposed to be on a higher level.
Yeah, you're supposed to be on a higher level. You know?
In your mind, you just like, damn, this crazy ass guy's about. The Lord's gonna kill this guy.
Yeah.
I would need to get into a fight with him for him. Now, if somebody's just trying to beat your ass, you can defend yourself, you know. But you know, you're supposed to be in the spirit of de-escalating the situation, not escalating the situation.
Yeah, because really, we're better than all these people. We got the Holy Spirit, bro. We got the Ruach HaKodesh, bro. We need to be above, like, think higher than me.
There's a spirit of Yahushua, the spirit of prophecy. There's a spirit of the Lord, wants the spirit of love. Which what is love? All the laws, statutes, commandments. Feeding your brethren. Doing the work.
Yep. What's the main commandments are worshiping the Lord, not going into no idols or other doctrines, and being good to your brother, man. Those are the main commandments.
Yahushua said the second is like unto to love thy neighbor as thyself, which is your brother. If you look at the map of ancient Israel, you have the tribes, all with borders connecting one another. Those are your neighbors, those are your brothers. When it says, when thy enemy hunger, love thy enemies, that's talking about Israelites, man. That's not talking about other nations. It's talking about your people. Now, of course, there's even an extent within that.
Yep. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It goes into the truth.
It's going into the brotherhood. All right? That's what it's going into. To really love your neighbor, to love your brother.
Yeah,
to show charity.
Yeah, because it says if you salute your friend, you know what, you know, but if you salute also your enemies, now we're not gonna go to ISUPK and salute them like that, you know, because they're teaching things that's not right. But if you got troubles, like something going on with me and this brother, you know, he's in the doctrine, he's pushing the truth, but we have a problem with each other, okay? You still gonna salute the brother. You're still gonna, you know.
Yeah, you say you go to the store one day, you're with your woman, and you see this brother out there. You're not gonna just walk past him like, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to just chill on them, you know? Say your piece and keep it pushing, man. Okay? Hey, the scripture talking about forgiveness, man. To forgive your brother, to show mercy, and the Lord's gonna show mercy.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, because we're all teaching the same thing, man. And that's what it's about. I mean, if you got somebody in another doctrine, well, that's not your brother. Okay? That's not your brother. How could it be? You know, y'all ain't in unity, y'all ain't teaching the same thing. You're not in the same spirit.
Yeah, I was looking for that scripture. Where the disciples, they seen a man preaching in the name of Yahushua, but they never seen the man. And they were like, well, should we tell this man to stop preaching in your name? Because he doesn't want to follow us. And Yahushua said, no, he that is for us is pretty much those that are doing the work in the right spirit, those are your brothers. They might not be in your camp, or might not want to join your camp. You know, as long as you're doing the right thing. You know, those those are still our brethren. You know? Trying to quote it the best way I can to the New Testament.
No, I'm trying to think of where I'm trying to
Yeah,
yeah, you go ahead.
so this Ecclesiastes back in Ecclesiastes 3 in verse 7, it says a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak.
Oh, that's fine. This is Mark 9 and 38. And John answered him, saying, Master, we saw one casting out devils in thy name, and he followeth not us, and we forbade him, because he followeth not us. But Yahweh said, forbid him not, for there is no man which shall do a miracle in my name that can lightly speak evil of me. For he that is not against us is on our part. For whosoever shall give you a cup of water to drink in my name, because you belong to Yahweh Shai, verily I say unto you, he shall not lose his reward. You know, so what the part that really sticks out to me is verse 39, where it says, forbid him not, for there is no man which shall do a miracle in my name that can lightly speak evil of me. Meaning that the Lord is not going to allow somebody to flourish in this truth that's not right.
Back in Ecclesiastes 3 and 7, it says a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak.
Yeah, it's time to speak. You know, personally, I've been in this truth for, 2 years, roughly. And, trying to learn, learning, and hey, it's time to level up. It's time to start speaking. It's time to not be silent.
I got scripture for you. This 2 Corinthians 4 and 13. We having the spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed and therefore have I spoken. We also believe and therefore speak.
Yeah, we believe everything in this truth in these scriptures is coming to pass. This is our faith. We believe, therefore we're speaking. We're speaking, telling you what's going to come upon the earth, what the Lord is bringing. And He has woken us up to the knowledge and wisdom of these scriptures, this beautiful truth.
Yeah, this is verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
Yeah, it's war. We're behind enemy lines. Esau, the enemy is surrounded. So we're physically, captives. We're slaves. We're slaves behind enemy lines. And the only person that's going to deliver us is Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua.
Isaiah 51 and 14. It says the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he shall not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. Yeah, Isaiah 51 and 14. The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed. And just like what the brother was saying, okay, we come out here and speak. Okay, we're captives, we're slaves here, but this is what's going to usher in our salvation. Okay, Yahweh Shai come here and save us. Because it tells you in Matthew that the word must be preached unto the four corners of the earth, and then the end is going to come. So everybody has to receive this message has to be pushed out. Okay? But we're captives, man. Alright, we're slaves under Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, and we're hastening the day of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Shai, that we may be loosed. And how do we do that? By coming out here and prophesying against this wicked place, against all the wickedness that it's promoting. Okay, because you got people out here that commit crimes, sins, all right, right? And they think it's all good and dandy. You got these churches telling everybody it's okay, but that's contrary to the scriptures, man. And so these people hear it that way. As long as it's they hear it and they continue on, the Lord is justified in destroying them for their wickedness, man. And that's exactly what's going to take place. Okay? All these people on the planet Earth that ain't part of the elect, they're going to get judged for their wickedness, man. Whether they get eradicated, put to death, or they go into slavery. Because World War III is coming, it's going to be a nuclear war, but not everybody's going to die. Okay, because if that was the case, who's going to build up the kingdom? We're not going to build it up. All right? So the places where the heathen do survive, they're going to go straight into slavery. The elites of Esau, they're not going to die. They're going straight into slavery. Okay? The elite of Esau, the Rothschilds and all them, they're going to go underground. They're going to hide. As the scriptures say, they're going to hide from the face from the God of the Lamb, and from the face of him that's sitting on the throne. They're going to tell the rocks and mountains to fall on us. What gave me a good analogy or a good vision of that was the movie Austin Powers. In that movie Austin Powers, Dr. Evil got a hidden layer, he calls it, that is built inside of a rock, inside of a mountain. And that's where you get Esau and his dumps, which stand for deep underground military bunkers. They're actually going to hide in the earth, in the holes and the tents.
I got you. Amos 9:1. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them.
Yeah, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. And who is the hand of the Lord? The right hand of the Lord is Yahweh Shai. Who's the army Yahweh Shai? So the elect are going to go down there when these elites plan to dig into hell to go into their dumps. The elect, the angels are going to go down there and apprehend them, you know, to take them into captivity, man. Get that Psalms, what is it? Psalms 89, or Psalms 149. Verse 7.
This Psalm 149 and 7 to execute vengeance upon the heathen. This Psalm 149 and 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
And that's not happening right now, man. We don't wake up every morning shouting for joy, singing, kissing our wives, our children, having a good old fucking time, man. No, that's not happening right now. That's talking about the kingdom.
Let the high praises of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand.
That is a literal sword. Okay, we literally have a two-edged sword, or any form of weapon that we desire. You know, some brothers might like axes or spears, whatnot. It's literally meaning we're going to have the authority, the ability to put our fucking hands on you, okay? Go ahead.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
See, there it is. We're going to execute vengeance upon the rulers of the earth. All right, all these chief captains, rulers. If Trump's in the kingdom, we're going to beat his ass, man.
He will be.
Yeah, eventually he's going to be there. You know, if he manages to get down on the dump somehow, he's going to go into slavery. He's going to get fucked up every day. Or the Rothschilds. You know, you got Jacob Rothschild, his old ass, Mr. Burns. Okay, if he makes it to the kingdom, he's gonna get dealt with too, every day. And the dopeness about spiritual power is what a lot of people fail to remember, Slucky, is that although with spiritual power you can put people to death, with spiritual power you can also heal people and reanimate people. So the moment we bring judgment on them and they drop dead, we can reanimate them. Okay, just like how you got certain jakes that that could be the case, man. Esau's going to wish that we could kill him and he could just be at peace. But in our kingdom, that's not going to be so. Because we're going to have that spiritual power to reanimate them. So as soon as we bring judgment upon them, and they feel that pain from death, the sting of death, we're going to conjure their ass back up. And if we want to, we're going to be able to do it again. Go ahead, bro.
To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
There it is. So when they go down to those dumps, the arm of the Lord is going to go down there, apprehend them, and put them in the fetters of iron, chains. Okay? And chains and fetters is synonymous with slavery, man. You can't get around it. All you so-called white people are going to slavery. Those of you that descend from Esau, man. Okay? All your elite, you're going into slavery, man. Go ahead.
To execute upon them the judgment written.
And what is written in these scriptures? Okay, what's written in Obadiah, the 18th verse? That at the end of it, Jacob and Judah are going to be a fire and a flame, and we're going to bundle them all up and kindle them, man. Okay, that's the future of you so-called white people, man. Of you Edomites. Okay? Of you Edomites.
There's Obadiah verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame.
Yep, which is synonymous with the northern and the southern and the northern kingdom. Okay, Jacob, you would consider the southern kingdom. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and Joseph the northern.
And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken.
Yep. There shall be none remaining of the house of Esau after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. Because the Lord said to prepare unto her double. Okay, prepare unto her Babylon. But who's in charge? Who's ruling, running Babylon? You Edomites, man. Okay, it's well known that the banking cartel runs America and the world, the global elite. Okay, so when it says prepare unto Babylon, that further the affliction upon us, it's talking about Esau, man. This place is going to get destroyed, but the captains, rulers of this place are going into hardcore bondage. What?
Yeah, and when you go into that word stubble, it's heavy because it has the word chaff in it. And then you look up what chaff means. It says worthless matter. That's what the Lord's going to make Esau. Worthless matter.
Yeah, because if you were a survivalist and you nighttime is coming, it's going to get cold, you would gather up stubble and
just like twigs, smaller
twigs and a little, little brush and dead leaves and dried leaves and things like that. You would gather it all together and you'd start a fire. That's what you use to start the fire. That's the kindling. So the wood is more important because the wood stays burning. All right, but the stubble, that's what starts the fire. It immediately burns away.
Yeah. So Esau just going to be up in smoke.
Yeah, that was it.
Psalm 149 and 9, to execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Yeah, and that's what we desperately are waiting for, man. The Lord says, hey, to put thy trust in him, thy trust in him, okay, and when it comes to pass, he's going to give us the delights of our heart, okay, and everything that we want, all right. And it tells you in the Apocrypha that there's things that a man so cherisheth after, man. Okay, things that a man desires to see, the joy of his children. Okay, and live to see the fall of his enemies, man. Because look at all the hell that Esau has done to us in the world, our possession. Okay, it tells you in Ezra that this world was created for our sakes. And Esau's going around damaging everything that belongs to us. Even these other nations, they belong to us. Okay? So when we get our hands on Esau in the kingdom, he's going to pay handsomely, man. Alright? That's a... Yeah, God bless you, man. that's one of the benefits, all right, that's one of our rewards, okay, for enduring unto the end, for serving Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We're going to be we are a nation of kings and priests, but the elect are going to sit as king priests, man, highest level, okay? Because when you read the scriptures, there was a king which had authority, power, but over him was the prophet, was the seer. But in the kingdom, we're going to be both of those in one man, amongst having an extraterrestrial form. Okay, so we're going to have all authority, all the power, man. Nobody's going to be able to question or tell us, oh, no, you got to do this. No, man.
Yeah, we're going to be gods in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, rulers, judges over the whole earth.
Oh, real quick, this is Psalms chapter 82, and verse 6. It says, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. And this is talking about the children of Israel, you so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans. Alright, it says that ye are gods. That's why Jake be doing the most extraordinary things. Jake will thrive in whatever he does. Whatever he does. You know? That word there, gods, is Elohim, which means powers or angels. Okay? Literally gods. Alright, what can a god do? Anything it thinks of. And in this case, we're going to do anything that's righteous. Putting somebody to death can be righteous. You know? You can have a righteous reason behind it. And in the kingdom, a lot of judgment's going to happen. There's going to be that balance. The false balance is an abomination of the Lord. So there's going to be a constant balance. You're going to have the heathen going off because they can't keep the law perfect. All these nations are going to have to keep our laws, but they ain't going to be able to keep the law perfect. Look at us. We're Israelites. We can't even keep the law perfect on this side. So in the kingdom, there's going to be a constant flow of judgment going out upon the heathen. All right?
And it's not just going to be putting people to death too, because after these different nations are restored back to health, it's not just going to be putting people to death. The heathen are also going to come for knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Oh, what should we do for this? Then we're going to be telling them, oh, you know, we should build this here. This is how it's going to be built. You know, it's going to be more than just putting people to death. We're also going to be helping nations to prosper.
Yeah, that's true. But the ones that don't, as the scriptures say,
Yep.
we're going to bring that judgment upon you now.
So it's going to be a balance.
Yeah,
You know, there's going to be countries that rebel, and then there's going to be, you know, other of the nations that are going to come and say, hey, you know, these guys are talking about this. We'll be like, we already know it's being handled.
Yeah. So it says in the kingdom that no nation shall learn war anymore. Let's talk about the heathen.
Yep.
They're not going to have no power to go to war with each other. You know, start killing each other. Because work has to be done, man. There's going to be a constant flow of work. Yeah, what does it say? What does it say?
They're going to bring their forces.
Yeah, within that scripture, I believe it says continual employment.
Yeah, they're going to have continual employment.
Just like here in Esau society, you have unemployment skyrocketing. Always something to do, always something to build. And then, if we ever even come close, you know, because it's always going to advance, we're going to be shipping heathen off to other planets to work, man. Okay? We're going to have a universal slave force, man. Send you out to other planets, having you dig for gold on Mars. Dr. 7 actually came out and said that they actually found a planet that was entirely made up of gold, bro. What the fuck you think that's for, man? It's to build up the kingdom. Build up the kingdom. It says our streets are going to be paved with gold. Where do you think all that gold's going to come from, man? We're going to go and have these heathen gather it up. Just like Solomon had the Hamites come into our strength. For what? For gold. For the gold of Ophir, which is South America. Okay? For peacocks, apes. We're going to have these heathen going to other planets bringing us stuff back, man. And who's to say what's up there? I had a conversation with Jake, and I was talking to Jake, and he's like, bro, I believe that there's other people out there. I was like, bro, there isn't no other people out there. Because the Bible would tell us. You got people living on Zeta Reticuli. No, it doesn't mention that. But you understand that planets are an ecosystem. It depends on one organism. You know, each organism depends on another.
There will be people on those planets.
There will be.
They're not there yet.
Yes. And what I was telling Jake was, I believe that there's animals on these other planets. Because worms and all that help the planet live.
Has to be.
So there would have to be worms and different birds to drop seeds after they eat. You know? Yep.
And who knows what those look like.
There has to be an ecosystem. Yeah, like the brother said, who knows what those look like? Okay, because the Lord is
It might
not...
be a planet, a whole dinosaur planet.
Bro, yeah. Because Esau doesn't even know what's in the earth. It tells you that the seas is a bigger mystery than outer space. Our own planet is a bigger mystery than the galaxy. Okay? Because you got pheasants here in America. Pheasants, which is a bird that you can eat. Okay, they look like a little turkey. Well, you got some that are from like Japan, and they're called phoenix pheasants. I showed you all the colors, and they look hella majestic, they look dope. Who's to say on other planets you have other birds that look glorious that you can eat? You know? Or have you ever looked at a harpy eagle? Google harpy eagle. That thing looks scary as hell, man. And it's an eagle, but it's one that you people aren't, you commonly don't know of. You know?
This 1 Corinthians 2:9. But as it is written, eye has not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High have prepared for them that love him. But Yahweh hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit, for the Spirit searches all things, yea, the deep things of the Most High.
So even there, it said that the Spirit revealed these things. So really, in all reality, whatever you can think of, that's possible.
So it's your imagination. You're able to, through the scriptures, you're able to, like how we're talking about other planets, how, you know, they're going to be different, how they're going to have, you know, life on these planets. And, you know, all the different things we're going to be able to be doing. And it's all going to be done in righteousness. Esau can't even get off of this planet. You know, he's stuck here. And then he's not going to have any resurrection of life. He's like the other nations. Okay, after Esau is destroyed, these other nations are going to be cool, man. As long as they're doing what they're supposed to do, they're going to be fine. You know, even getting shipped off to another planet or whatever. After that punishment is over, Jake's not just going to be treating them like shit. You know, the other nations, you're gonna be cool, man. You know, you go to work, you're gonna love going to work, man. All right, because you're gonna get things out of it too. You're gonna prosper. You're gonna flourish. You're gonna have nations and children upon children and families and kingdoms and all these different things. It's just gonna be governed by Israel. You know, you're gonna be subject to Israel. If you go off, yeah, you're gonna get jacked up, man. But you know, you're gonna like the brother said, you're gonna have continuous employment. You're always gonna be busy. You're always gonna be having something to do. You know, and it's not gonna be grievous.
This is John 14:12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So there it is. Even Yahushua said, the things that I've done, things that I do, because you believe on me, you're going to be able to do greater things than these. And Yahushua rose people from the dead. Okay, it said that all the books in the world wouldn't be able to contain the things Yahushua was doing as a child, man. And I remember brothers were talking about in videos, which is super spiritual, which makes all sense. That how do you know if Yahushua, when he was a child, wasn't down there playing with the dirt and animals were being created from the dirt he was playing with? Just with his mind, man. Okay, playing with things and then it would manifest. Alright, you got it. Great weapons.
It's said that all the books in the world could contain all the miracles of Yahushua. So you gotta imagine, you know, Yahushua had to have been doing all the time. You know, his parents would have seen it. You know, all the different
Well,
things.
they did because his mom said it. His mom was trying to rush him to go make the wine.
Yeah.
She was like, come do this. He was like, woman, it's not my time.
Yeah.
They knew he had spiritual power. She was trying to use him for, you know what I mean? Because she knew.
Yeah. Who knows all the different things?
Bro, it said all the books couldn't contain.
You know, he said the Lord was a carpenter. He had to have been the best carpenter around, man.
Yep. Well, he came from that line, you know, that lineage of David. You know, which a lot of great men came from that line. When you look at, because that's Judah, that line, that royal holy seed. And when you read about when they were first building the temple, that the Lord gave a certain man skill. And there was a Judite, I forget his name, but the Lord put the Spirit on him and made him an expert goldsmith. So you gotta take into consideration that there is certain men that the Lord gave high level creative skills. And then the Lord said, hey, my elect are going to do greater things than I did on this side.
Hey, check this out. Matthew 4:6. And saith unto him, if thou be the Son of the Most High, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee. And in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. That means Yahushua ain't even never kicked a rock. He ain't never stubbed his pinky toe on nothing.
He was without blemish.
Yep.
So he never stubbed a toe, he never played.
Anytime somebody tried to come and kill him, he just smooth disappeared into the crowd. He's just out. Like, all right. He just walked, and everybody's just like, what the fuck? Where you going?
Yep. Hey, bro, when the enemy shall come up in the flood, it says the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard. So brothers are going to be able to do that, man. When you look at the word for standard, it literally means to disappear. To use power for your advantage. Whether it's to take flight upon the enemy, it says on horseback, or to just disappear, you know, or to fly away, you know. It's going to be a spiritual, a divine intervention on your behalf to save you.
That's why we're preaching this word. See, in the scriptures, give me the scripture. What is it? Jeremiah 16:16.
Yeah, hunters.
Yeah. Start with the fishers, because right now we're calling people. All right, we're fishing. You know, and what we're trying to explain to Jake, man, because you have Jakes that are part of a no F around crew. You got Jakes that are Black Panthers. You got ISUPK Jakes. You got all these different militant Jakes that's out here. You think that we're soft. You think that we're docile. That we're, you know, this, that, and the third, whatever you might say. Or y'all are just on the corner preaching. Y'all scary. Blah, 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 blah. You know, ISUPK, they've had their little things where you've seen them go into gun rages. And, you know, you have certain Jakes, so-called in the truth, you know, doing military training, doing little jujitsu moves and shit. Like, bro, Esau's gonna kill y'all, man. Esau's like, you say what you want about us, but the Lord, Esau's gonna kill y'all, man. But what we're trying to tell you is that in due season, in due time, the Lord is going to give us the power to be able to destroy Esau. That's why we're telling you to believe in this truth, trust in this, and come back to your heritage. That's why we're out here fishing, because you got to realize that this spiritual war, when Esau comes, because Esau's going to come in first, man. the Lord is gonna let Esau make his move, and then at that time the Lord's gonna give brothers power to be able to annihilate Edomites, man. And that's what we're talking about. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, that's what's actually gonna happen, man. All right, we don't even gotta fight, man, because the Lord is gonna take care of everything. When Esau comes in to kill Jacob, Yahweh is going to give brothers power. All right, and then eventually the Lord is going to come back himself with the chariot.
Ezekiel 23 and 23. It says the Babylonians and all the Chaldeans, Akkad and Shoah and Koa, and all the Assyrians with them, all of them desirable young men, captains and rulers, great lords and renowned, all of them riding upon horses, and they shall come against thee with chariots, wagons, and wheels, and with an assembly of people who shall set against thee buckler and shield and helmet round the belt.
Yeah, so these nations, Esau and these other nations are getting ready to attack you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay? He's getting ready to devour you. Alright, that's what we're trying to tell you, man. You can't fight against this. And with the power that you have now, it's not power, man. Alright, all these guns and things that you have, that's Esau's shit, bro. And you're gonna try and fight Esau with his guns, with his armory, with his military tactics. The guy from the NFAC said himself, "You trained us." You're gonna go up. You're trying to try and go up against the guy that trained you. All right, he knows all your moves. He knows all your tactics, man. He's the one that fucking gave them to you.
Yep. Yeah, it says Esau's blessing was a sword.
Yeah, and you're gonna try and it ain't gonna happen like that, bro. You ain't gonna be able to fight this guy like that. All right, you out of order. You're rebelling against the spirit of the Lord. That's why these scriptures are gonna be your stability, okay? Because you know when you see Jacob's trouble come and these troops and all these things, you're gonna rely on Yahweh Shem outside, bro. Even if it looks all bad, because the Lord is going to deliver the elect. That's going to happen. But the Lord's not going to deliver you guys that are rebellious, that don't believe. All right, it says in the scriptures, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man.
Yeah, if you go and buying guns and weapons and gearing up to fight Esau, that shows you that you have no belief.
Yep.
You have no faith.
You're gonna die, man.
Yeah. It says verse 24, one more again. It says, and wheels and with an assembly of people which shall set against thee buckler and shield and helmet round about, and I will set judgment before them, and they shall judge thee according to their judgments. And I will set my jealousy against thee, and they shall deal furiously with thee. They shall take away thy nose and thine ears, and thy remnant shall fall by the sword, and they shall take thy sons and thy daughters, and thy residue shall be devoured by the fire. They shall also strip thee out of thy clothes, and take away thy fair jewels. Thus will I make thy lewdness to cease from thee, and thine whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, so that thou shalt not lift up thine eyes unto them, nor remember Egypt any more. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, behold, I will deliver thee into the hand of them whom thou hatest, into the hand of them from whom thy mind is alienated.
Yep, so you're going to be delivered into the hands of Esau, man. And the Lord's going to put a gruesome spirit on this devil to destroy you, man.
Yep.
He's going to come to your house. He's going to come to your families. All right? Now, the Lord controls everything, you know, so whoever doesn't repent, you're not meant to. You're just meant to do whatever the Lord set you up to do. But, you know, we urge Jake to repent.
It says they're going to take away your nose. You know, snatch off your nose. That's telling what torture techniques, man. Shall strip you out of your clothes, take your jewels. take place in these FEMA camps, man. These concentration centers, man. Wherever they take Jake, ship Jake off to during the times of Jacob's trouble, martial law.
That's what they was doing to the Ishmaelites. They take them to Guantanamo Bay, be doing homosexual shit to them, stripping them out of their clothes, humiliating them, electrocuting them, all kinds of shit. Waterboarding, sleep deprivation. Yep.